I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it would kill me, but it has only made me stronger.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Tobocious Rochester. Today's topic is, can we change the cycle? And you guys, we have missed you. You know, things in life, we always go through something, but we're back now. We're here, and we ready to handle these things back to back. Right? And I hope everybody has been doing really well, and those who lost someone in their lives, we're praying for you guys, and my condolences or what have you are out there to you. Okay. So don't forget to share this topic. We are on Plug Studio Network, right? And you know, I would like to be all up in your business. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to get on it. And those who want to tune in, make sure you give me some feedback on this topic tonight. Make sure you share it. And therefore, okay, so we're here tonight. We're going to do this thing right. And paying it for, changing the cycle. We all go through things in our life where some people think just because it's in our family that we're supposed to keep this within us. Somewhere it has to stop, right? Somewhere it has to stop where you say, okay, I need to end this. Somebody's going to have to change that cycle within that, the abuse, the alcoholism, what have you, the diabetes and things like that. And people say, oh, I got it from my family member. No, it's in my family. No, we need to change it. It's up to you to change that. Am I right? And, within myself, I believe that we can change it if you're willing to change it. You understand? I believe that, within us, we tend to blame. We tend to blame things on our past. We tend to blame things on our family members, saying that it is passed down. No. We got to change that. We got to change that cycle. We can't let it keep happening. Somewhere it's got to taper off. Something's got to change within it. You understand? So if you understand where I'm coming from with this, come in on the topic tonight, and join in. And if you want to, call in to the conversation as well. Telephone number is 302-312-3534. So I would like to hear from you, on your end. How do you feel about that? And what are your thoughts with that? Okay. Like I said, with me, I never thought that it would be, coming through the bloodline that I would be like my mother or my father. No, we got to break that cycle somehow, right? And, the things that, alcoholism, the abuse, what have you, there is a chain that can break, within us, and I take that really seriously where, it becomes really toxic, to where we're blaming, that within our bloodline. It's not it. We can change it if you really want to. I've seen people who tend to do that. It's not what it is. We got to change that within ourselves. We have to say, okay, enough is enough here. This is too much. We can't do this. Within this conversation, like I said, call in, join in on it conversation. Like I said, 302-312-3534. Come on in and join me tonight on this topic if you have something to say about that. I've been holding this in. I just couldn't think about what I really wanted to talk about, and then that came within me to let it out about that. I believe that's a good topic to mention and talk about. It's a lot of people who hold that in, who don't want to talk about that. Who, some people just want to keep it inside. You know what I mean? Hi, baby. How are you? Yeah, my daughter. Hi, beautiful. So, within us, we tend to blame. So we can't blame that. Within the family, we gotta change it within us, right? So, my beautiful daughter, pretty Masalima. Yeah, she's on, and my son said he was going to tune in as well. The suicidal thoughts, the depression, anxiety, and eating disorders, where people feels that they want to have issues with eating, and they're blaming it on, things that happened back in the day. No, it has nothing to do with that. You need to break it. It's not about that. Like I say, and people, as I was growing up, people used to say to me, you're going to be like your mother, alcoholic. No, I'm not. You got to change it within you. It's really a powerful statement for people to say that, or, who and all that kind of stuff. No, but you have to change that. We are who we are. We can't blame that on everybody else. We can't blame it on our mothers. We can't blame it on our fathers, sisters and brothers. We can't blame it on nobody. We are who we are, and that's that. Pierce stated that, yes, we can change the cycle. So true. It's in us. We just got to be strong enough to do that. Pierce also stated that we have to educate ourselves. So true. So true about that. We've become like we can't be ourselves. You understand where I'm coming from? We can't be ourselves. Yes, you can be yourself. You can't live what someone else did in their lives. There's no, we can't do that. You gotta change it. You gotta change it within yourself. You know what I mean? Oh, because that person did it in their lives, you're gonna do it. No, that's not where we're at. That's not where we are anymore. You know what I mean? I remember I heard someone say that, they're suicidal because a family member is suicidal. No. You're suicidal because that's where you want to be. That's where your mind is at that moment. You can't think like that. I've been through those things in my lifetime where I've heard that, the I'm supposed to be like someone else. No, you're not. You got to be you and only you, right? Yes, I was suicidal back in the day. But you know what? I've changed my whole life because I said I can't be like them. There's no way in hell I'm going to live like that. There's no way I'm going to live like an alcoholic. There's no way I'm going to live in depression. There's no way I'm going to have anxiety attacks. I'm not going to let nothing deter me that bad to where I'm like that. I'm thinking like that. My mindset. No, I can't do that. You're only in that because that's where how you're feeling at that moment. You got to change within yourself, your mind, the way you're thinking. So I feel as though we gotta change that within ourselves, and it's really, really serious out here, to where people are blaming their family trait. We can't do that. There's no way. Anger issues? Yeah. I had that. I take really, really quickly. But I believe I get that from myself. I don't get it from my parents. That's something I have on my own. You know what I mean? Maybe I pass it on to my kids or my grandkids. Yes. But it's something within you, because you're like, okay, I'm not dealing with this crap. I'm not the one today. You're not testing me today. I'm going to break it loose. That's just how I am. That's what we do. I've, I'm allergic to bullshit. Excuse me. I'm allergic to bullshit. Because, you tend to take on other people's stuff. But like I said, you got to break that. You can't follow in other people's direction where they're going. You got to turn it another direction. You know how you go in somewhere, you're at a store or something, and somebody's testing you, like they're being angry and nasty, what have you. You got to say, okay, let me tone down. I'm not going to let you do this to me today. I'm not doing that. Because that's what they want you to do at that point in time. They want you to break. I'm not letting you do that to me, because I'm grown enough to change the way I am. You understand? I'm grown enough to say, okay, I need to turn this way, another direction, to get away from you, because you're going to take me somewhere I don't want to be. I'm going to go the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to either walk away from you or just go to another area where you're not around me. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. My daughter stated that we cannot change the condition of other people. We can only change the condition of ourselves. So true, baby. It's sad, but definitely true. We have to correct that. So true, baby. Thank you for that statement. And and that's true, because the statements that are up there, they're true. You know what I mean? And we can't fake that. It's there. It is what it is. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. So today is about that. Changing the cycle. So if you want to call in within this topic, join me. Call 302-321-3534. I'm willing to listen to your conversation. I'm willing to give you some feedback and listen to you, so you can let it out with me. So we're going to do that today. We're at this point to where we got to shift, if you understand. We got to shift it. We got to be that person to where we're saying enough is enough. I'm going this way and not that way with you. Okay. We tend to, like I said, anger issues, alcoholism, suicidal, depression, anxiety, and things like that, within our lives. And we tend to blame that on our family. because we're saying that it's in our blood. No, it's not. It's because that's how you're feeling. That's what you want to do at that moment. Right? So, people are afraid to really reflect on themselves. We got to blame ourselves. We can't blame nobody else. Hi, baby. We can't blame nobody else. Enough is enough. We can't do that. You got to say, this is enough. I'm going this way. We're not bearing off to the right. And we're not bearing off to the right. We're going down this way. We're going down this path where we're supposed to be. Am I right? We're going down this path where we're supposed to be. We're not taking it along the ride. We're not taking a train with it. We're not catching a plane with it. We're moving on with it. We're moving straight ahead to where we're not having a blame anywhere. You know what I mean? We are who we are within one, right? So with that, our minds become corrupted to where when somebody says these things to us, we accept it, if you understand. Some people accept that. Like, yeah, I think that's where I got it from. No, that's not it. That's not it. We got to deter that and move along and move another direction from it. We can't do that. You got to move further out with that and change something. You don't have to do what other people do. Yes, some things are in your bloodline. I remember somebody asked me, "Oh, I believe that's where they got that from." No. They got that because that's where their mindset was. They didn't get it from me. The anger, the suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. My mother was like that. My father, he wasn't like that. He wasn't suicidal or anything like that. But, the things he did, it didn't come on to me. The things my mother did, it didn't come on to me. I'm a whole different person. I'm a whole different person from them. Yes, they born me, but I'm not the same person. I'm not the person that they are or they were. You understand? Suicidal. Those things pass. I had to change that frame of thought within me, right? I had to change the alcoholism thoughts because that's what they did. Yeah, I drink. Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I drink. Yep. But I'm not an alcoholic, right? And I like to enjoy myself. I'm being me at that time, and I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm not gonna let nobody, throw that at me because that's what someone else did within my bloodline, right? Can't do that. It's about you and only you. So join in on this conversation. Don't be afraid to let it out with me today. Let's talk about it, because I'm willing to be an ear for you. I'm always here. So let's talk about that and share this topic tonight because it's really, really a powerful topic that people don't really talk about. So that's where I am today. I like to be about it and talk about it today. Those are my thoughts. That's how I'm feeling. So I like to do that. I like to talk about how I'm feeling. Y'all know that. And whatever my thoughts are, that's where it comes from within me. So, I feel as though, we hide behind ourselves. We're not afraid to move on within us either. Also, I believe that, like I said previous, we believe because what someone else put in our ear that we're taking it from a family member. That's not what it is. Oh, you got high blood pressure. You got high blood pressure because your mother. No, doctor, please don't tell me that. I got high blood. I have high blood pressure because of what I'm eating. She has nothing to do with that. I can change that, in which I have. I've changed that eating habits to not be, in that high bracket with the blood pressure, anxiety. I've changed that. The suicidalness and the alcoholism and things like that. I've changed that within me because I know that's not how I want to be. And also I don't want to betray that person who they think they know that's coming to me. It's not happening like that. I done turn the whole, when you're driving, you turn your wheel. I'm that person. And within a year, I've changed, right? Within a year, I've changed into the person that I'm supposed to be within me. So that's my decision, no one else's. You understand? What's the word I'm looking for? My son knows this word. I woke up, and he knows where I'm coming from with that. And those who know me, know where I'm at with that too. Within the things that happened to me in my life. So I woke up. I opened my eyes, if you understand that. So join me in this conversation. Don't be afraid to join in with me. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's be about it today. I've become a stronger person. I've become who I'm supposed to be. I've become stronger. If you listen to my song, Let It Out, I become stronger. So I am me. I've decided I'm not gonna let the past hinder me, if you understand that. So I'm not going to do that. So I become who I am today, and I'm happy with that. So come on, comment. Don't be afraid to comment. Join in. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know your feeling. Because I believe that we don't talk about this enough within us, like within our families. We don't talk about it enough. Changing the cycle, right? Somebody got to change it. You got to be happy and live your life and be who you are, and work hard, get what you need in your life, and take care of your family, take care of your kids, your wife or husband, what have you. We got to change that cycle. We got to be love, giving love, accepting love. That's where I'm at today with that. And I believe that I become who I'm supposed to be. I thought about this topic over and over again. Earlier today, I couldn't think about what it was. But I got it. Pierce stated that this is a good topic because most people think everything is hereditary, but it is not. So true. And like I said earlier, we tend to do that. We tend to blame it on parents, great-great-parents, or what have you, great-grandfathers or whatever. We tend to add them into the equation. It has nothing to do with nobody else. It has something to do with you and you alone. I think that, a lot of people do that in this world today. Still, they blame it on, within the family, the blood or something like that. No. It's not true. It's not true. You got to do that. You got to change it within you. You got to say, okay, this is done right here. I don't know where y'all guys is, where your thoughts are, where your mind is, or what have you, but I'm not going that route. I'm changing it today. It stops right here. And that's where we have to be, right? We got to be powerful enough to stand up and say enough is enough. And with other people's statements, I listen to it. I listen to what they have to say about that, changing the cycle. I did. But they tend to blame it on their family. And my mind is just like, no, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can't blame it on them. This is all you. We can't do that. You need to change that and stop saying that. You put that there. Nobody else. We can't do that. And people do that a lot. Okay. My daughter stated that this is a good point to touch bases on, because this is when ownership comes into play. Yes, baby, it does. Now it's time to move forward and not love in the past. True. Well said. Well said. My daughter said it. Pierce stated that. It is what it is. Love. She said the powerful word alone. Love. Right? That's it. My baby, and I appreciate her statement on it, because it's really true. We just seem to be comfortable with that. Gotta shake it off. Get out of here. We ain't having that. No, we gotta move on. Get out of it. Stop accepting it. That's the word. Accepting it. You're accepting it because someone put that in your ear. Don't accept that. You are worth more than that. Your children are worth more than that. Because people tend to keep that within them, and they believe that it's hereditary. No, that is not true. Come on. People tend to blame. Why? You can't blame anything. You know what, that happened to them, now it's going to happen to me. No. No. Somebody got to stop it somewhere. And and it goes on and on and on, because that's what they believe, right? And I don't believe it, because when I heard that in my ear, I laughed at it because I thought it was funny. Not me. That was my statement, not me. And I meant it. I'm not going to be like them. What? No. You are who you are. You're not them. They're not you. Somebody in there has to have that light bulb to go off and say, look, come on, something needs to change in there. And it's all about you, right? You got to change that. Nobody else can do that. You got to wake up one morning, shake it off, say, you know what? It's not me. That's not the life I'm supposed to live. I'm supposed to be better than that. I want my kids to be better than me. Better. Not like me, better than me. When they tell me things they're doing, baby, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, baby. Keep working hard. Because they are different from me. And I want that for them. And my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. I want them better than me. That's what you would want. You understand? That's what you would want for them. We tend to be, what's the word? Comfortable. We tend to be comfortable within our situations. We tend to be comfortable with it. We don't want to move forward. You have to. Get out of that, that little box you got. Jump out of there and go on somewhere and do something positive within you, in your life, your children's life, your husband's life, your wife's life. Do something positive within it. You don't have to do the same thing that your bloodline has done. You got your great-grandparents, your great-grandparents, grandma, papa. It moves on, right? Move on from it. Come on now. We can do this, right? My daughter-in-law said it took me to code for me to realize that. See that words? See that? That's it. She said that. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be totally different from anybody else. That's a wake-up call. And I know somebody probably whispered that in your ear besides me. But you decided to stay in that little shell. Break it. Break that puzzle. Get out of that. Change for you. Better yourself. I always praise my kids, my husband, friends that I love. What? You doing what? You better go ahead. Go ahead. Do that. Because it's about you. Go ahead. Because I want you to be better than me. I want you to manifest. I want you to have your prosperity, abundance, what have you. My nieces and nephews and my sisters, my brothers. Go ahead. You better go ahead. I'm so proud of you. Those are my words out of my mouth all the time. I'm proud of you. Because I want you to do better than me. I want you to be greater than me. I want you to do things that you always wanted to do and open them doors up and walk the happiness that you completed something in your life. Cause that's what I'm after. I'm after completion. I'm in my 50s. I'm living my best life right now. I got my family supporting me, my friends supporting me with the love. Like my daughter said, that love, right? But you gotta love you first. And believe me, I love me first. You know what I'm saying? And, I've come to the conclusion that I'm gonna leave a good impression behind. Dang, she did this, she did that. She did what she said she was gonna do. I didn't do it because somebody else did it. I did it because I wanted to do it. It's about me, not somebody else. It's about me. And it's about you. It's about what you plan on doing with your life. You gotta change it within you. But it's up to you if that's what you want to do. If you don't, I understand. But me, I can't just sit there. I gotta move. I gotta move in a better path line within my life. I gotta move with happiness. With the word what? Love, right? I gotta move for me. I can't move for somebody else, right? Changing the cycle. I'm glad I came up with this topic. Like I said, it really was in me to talk about it, and I'm glad I'm talking about it, because that's what it is. We all tend to think we're supposed to follow in someone else's footsteps. You gotta make that you. Yeah. You know, I don't know anybody in my family that sang or anything like that, but I'm doing it for me. I never knew that. I never did any research like that. But I know I sing because this is like what I love doing. I'm an actress. I love doing that. A model. I love doing that because that's what I love doing. I'm not doing it because somebody else did it within the family. I'm a whole different me. I'm Tobocious, and I'm Tobocious for a reason. I'm Tobocious because I'm being who I want to be, not because of what somebody else wants me to be. If you get that. My producers, they could tell you I've changed a lot. Everybody noticed that. It was like a wake up, if you understand where I'm coming from with that one. It was a wake up call where I had to open my eyes and really see where I was really headed and where I was really going. And I'm going the way I'm supposed to go. For me. So I want you to do that for you. And I say this, from my heart, that you have to start with you first. Start with you. I want you to sit back one day. And just reflect on some things. Say, wow, I come this far because of me. And then if you have a family, you're doing this because of me and my family. Right? With love. That's what it is. I'd never been afraid to really step out, to see what would happen. I guess I'm that type of person where I like to see where it would go, what would happen. I guess I'm, just trying something different within me. Because I remember back in the day, I wasn't like that. I was afraid to move forward. I was afraid to try this and try that. And then when I did try it for the first time, I smiled from ear to ear like, this is me right here. I'm doing this where I got to meet people in the industry who've been out there for many, many years. And I said, I can do this too. I can do this, not because of somebody in my family, because of this is what I love doing. I can hum. I can sing. And I became an actress and model because it's something that I love doing, not because of what somebody else is doing. And I became stronger mentally, physically, too. So, join in on this conversation. Can we change the cycle? Call in. Talk to me about it. What your thoughts is on this. 302-312-3534. I would like to hear your point of view on it. And it's a good thing to talk about because we don't talk about this. Nobody sits around and talks about, can we break the cycle? I've never heard anybody say that. Somebody got to break it. But it starts with you. It starts with you. Something's got to be better than it was, if you understand where I'm coming from with that one too. Something's better waiting for you while breaking the cycle. Happiness, love, waiting for you, your family, because you decided not to fall off and end up like others. You decided to take a change and go another way for you and your family. And you know, with that, I'm proud of you for those who have done that. Even with me, I'm proud of myself because I could have did the same thing that they were doing. I had to open those eyes up and say, look, you are not going to be like that. You could do better than that. You got better plans in your life to change yourself. Right? Hold on one second, you guys. We got a caller. Hello, this is the Boches. Who am I speaking with?
This is your son.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
I was just tuning in, and I like the subject.
Thank you.
Also over here watching at the same time, I bet. But I did want to chime in on it and say that not only we got to work on ourselves,
Yes.
but or change ourselves
Yes.
for the better. But I think society as a whole,
Yes.
especially our ethnic group, I guess you could say. I can't pronounce the other word.
Yes. I got you.
We have to change that cycle. It's we look at each other to uplift each other, but at the same time we tear each other down.
So true.
It's very. It's almost depressing.
Yes.
Especially when you see these other ethnic groups.
Yes.
Supporting and helping each other. And guiding each other. From the beginning, these people are coming from out of the country.
Yes.
And coming to the United States, and they're from the beginning, they're staying together and helping each other out. All up until the point where that person now that they helped out has his own house or truck or car.
Yeah.
They work together. But with us, it just seems as if it's like, oh, you're on your own, buddy.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
What they say? The game is sold, not told.
Yes.
But it's actually the opposite.
It is, yes.
I mean, at least I look at it differently. If you have the knowledge, give the knowledge.
Exactly.
And hopefully the next generation or the next person that you tell will pass it on to somebody else to help and assist the next generation.
Exactly.
So I believe it, like I told you, is more than just us or you as an individual.
Yes.
That has to change the cycle, but it does start with you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It starts with every one of us. So. But that was my little 2 cents. I had to put in.
Okay, baby. I always appreciate when you call in.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yes. So So, do you have anything else to tell the people about
Well,
changing that cycle? Do you have any more input?
well, just stepping out there.
Mm-hmm.
We work for these companies
Mm-hmm.
that expect you to clock in on time. And time is one of the most valuable things that you can have or you can possess.
True.
And we give all of our time, or majority of our time, to our employers,
Mm-hmm.
and not for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
To where you have no time to break down if you even want to do something. If you
Yes.
really want to get out there and own your own business, or even get out there and become a singer or a model or actress, you spend so much time with these employers. It's like,
Yeah.
by the time you get home, you go to sleep
Mm-hmm.
and get ready for the next workday. So we have to sometimes take a leap of faith and jump out there,
Yeah, that's true.
and there's a difference between taking a leap of faith and being irresponsible in the jump that you're taking,
Yes.
but there's a difference. We know the difference, but it's just, you gotta put your best foot forward and take a chance sometimes. And
So true.
a lot of the times,
Mm-hmm.
that chance is a winner.
Right.
I forgot how the quote goes, but somebody told me that you'll never win a chance that you don't take.
So true.
You'll never win it. So, I mean, that's I think that's about it that I could think of.
Okay.
But it's I love the topic. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you for calling in and giving your point of view.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
All
baby. Thank you, honey.
All right, later.
Love you later. Yes, you guys. That was my amazing son who always gives me feedback. I love that. He always gives me feedback, and my daughters and my other son. So they always give me feedback, and I just love that. The statement that he said, is really powerful, and I hope you guys take that within you. We can't just sit there. You got to move on it on your own. You can't just let it just pass you by, because of what someone else done in their lives, so it's really a good night to talk about this, and I appreciate each and every one of you who stated something, which was very true, and this is our lives, our livelihood, and some people just comfortable where they are. I can't do that. I can't be comfortable where I'm at. I got to keep moving. I got to do something powerful. Leave a statement, amazing statement behind, and I believe that's where my amazing kids get it from, they're powerful, and I love each and every one of them, and they're always striving for the best, taking care of their families, and striving and making sure, and I always put this within them, it's on you. You got to make that. You got to push it. Only you. I worked hard, and they work hard, they get that, and they understand that, and they push it forward. You understand? They say this to their kids, and I love that, because they let them know, look, this is what it is. It's not like that. This is what it is right here. You got to work for that. Oh, that ain't happening. You got to do some chores up in here. You want what? You want sneakers? Okay, you need to work for that. And I love that. That they have that in their lives and pass that on to their children, because that's what it's about. You gotta work hard for that. Nobody else can do it better than you. You gotta get that. Oh, you want a phone? Oh, okay. Do you now? Okay. Well, you need to work That's how we doing this over here. We're not giving gifts out. This is not Christmas. This is not, everyday gift giving out day. You got to work for it. You got to do some chores here. So that's where that comes in, and I'm really proud of them with that. And they're instilling that into my grandchildren. So that's really powerful for me, and I love that. And when when we have our children, we tend to tell them things. Don't do it because I did it. Do it because that's what you feel you want to do. Working hard. Hey, you got to push it. I have friends who work hard every day. And they instill that within their kids. What? You need to work. There ain't none of that going down over here. Push it. You don't do what the family members did. That, people always try to throw that out there. Oh, it's in the blood. No, don't do that. It's hereditary. No. Don't say that. We can change the cycle if you really want to. You got to do that for you. Do that for your family. I've seen people who are in relationships, and the same thing keeps going on and on and on. I think everybody that they have dealt with the same trade. And you got to tell them, the next person you're in a relationship, like, look, everybody I've been with, they've been going through this and that. It's the person that you pick in your life. That's the person you chose. But then you got to reflect and say, look, okay, this ain't going to happen over here. We're going to change this. We're going to change this right here. We need to move this out of our lives. We're going to go through these doors together and have that light shining down on us together. Because that life you're living right there, we can't do that together. Because if you really to keep being over there, you stay over there. I'm going that way. I don't know which way you're going, but I'm going that way. I got things to do. I got money to save. There's accomplishments I have to complete. So, that's where I'm at with it. A lot of people don't want to hear those things, but that's just what it is. It's life. Hey, it is what it is. But, it starts with us, basically. It starts with us. We got to cut it off. We gotta start something new within us. Something fresh. Oh, I didn't know. Good. You didn't know. I'm happy about that. Because I'm doing something new. That's within me. I got to change this. Not for them. Not for you. For me. So it's all about that. It's all about you. You got to change the way you think, the way you do things. You got to complete it in a good way. Finish it in a good way. Okay? Do that. And you'll see at the end of that what you completed. You're going to say, I did this. What in the world? I did this? Yep, you did it. And it starts by, what's the word? Changing the the cycle. That's it. Just one little thing. We can do that. Put it in your mind. I'm changing the cycle. Type in there, I'm changing the cycle. Type in there down on the lines. Come back at me. I'm changing the cycle. It starts with me. If you're serious about that, put that down on the lines and say, I'm changing the cycle and it starts with me. Hey, that's it. I'm changing the cycle and it starts with me. Simple words. That's it. Okay. So, with that, I'm going to say this. I appreciate each and every one of you who had tuned in tonight. You are amazing. Keep being amazing. Keep shining like a diamond. Keep shining like a diamond that you are already. There's best yet to come for you. You just gotta go get it. But next week, we're gonna talk about something toxic. Things in your lives that are toxic at this point in time. I don't want to know right now. Things in your life that are toxic. And I want you to tell me that next week, not today. But I want you to write in there before we close out this thing. Changing the cycle starts with me. Type it in there. Even if it's over, type changing the cycle starts with me. And that's it. All right, you guys continue to stay safe. It was I'm taking my glasses off. My daughter said my garbage is disposal. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. Yes. I like that. That's cute. That made me laugh. Thank you. Yes. That's where it starts with you. I'm changing the cycle and it starts with me. So, you guys continue to be safe. And I'll see you next week. Good night.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out.